Innovative. This is a TV production.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to Innovative Comedy. I'm Coolazzcam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and today I'm here with the homies, and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey, that's good.
So, before we get into all that, make sure y'all follow me at Coolazzcam, COOLAZZCAM. Make sure you follow Innovative Culture at innovative.culture. Make sure you subscribe to our website at www.theinnovativeculture.com. Yeah, that's all I got. So, I want to go around. I want everybody to introduce themselves. Who we got in the building today?
Yeah, I go first. Fuck it. What's good? It's your boy DJ Punch. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at I am DJ Punch from the FMAP Podcast at the FMAP Podcast. Make sure you follow Innovative Culture, like Coolazzcam said, at innovative.culture. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole Shabam Boo, baby. What's good, Tony?
So it's Tony Grams. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams Comedy. And shit, we're going to get it in today.
All right, well, shit, it's the Prince THS, a.k.a. King Prince from 90K Records, Long Beach Finest 562, stand up. Shout out to Blue Key ENT, affiliate ENT. Y'all know what it is. And y'all can follow me at the Prince THS, THAPRINCE THS. That's all social medias.
That's right. So, it's a Wednesday. You know, we had Thanksgiving last week.
We off that good liquor.
Hey, shout out to Good Liquor. How y'all like it?
Fire.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna taste like Hypnotic or something.
I thought it was going to be a little like some bitter, strong, like, yeah, it's cool. It's fire.
Okay, good looking out. Yeah, it's the same color as Hypnotic. I didn't really think that through, but blue is my favorite color, so my first one had to be blue. But I have another one. The Prince Malibu is green. I have a champagne vodka, and the next one I want it to be grape and Hennessy. Anybody fuck with grape juice and Hennessy?
I never had that.
I've heard about it.
I've had apple and Hennessy.
I've heard of that. Yeah,
that's cool. I've had like what's another one with Hennessy? It might have been pineapple juice or something, but it was pretty good.
Somebody gave me Hennessy and Dr. Pepper.
I've had that.
I've had that.
Yeah,
I've had any brandy cognac with Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb.
Any dark soda?
Yeah.
What about root beer?
I consider them. I consider them root beers, bro.
Or like a
them
cream
root
soda.
Beer. That's like niggas that don't consider themselves
Like
black
an
from other
A&W
countries.
or some shit.
That's like, to me, a dark soda is like a black person that don't consider themselves a black person from like Puerto Rico. I know black. Like, nigga, you darker than me, my nigga. Like, no. And you like, nigga, that's Dr. Pepper. That's root beer. That's the same. Mr. Pibb. A&W.
It's two different flavors, bro.
Hell no.
All right, like Punch said, what's your favorite root beer?
Probably, I would say, if not Dr. Pepper.
That's not fucking root beer.
I don't know.
Don't do it.
All right, I can understand because it is a sweeter taste. So most likely, probably A&W. Maybe Mr. I don't know. I ain't had no Mr. Pibb in a minute.
But Mr. Pibb is like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
Mr.
real
Pibb
shit.
is a knockoff Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
well, let me
so
ask you,
it's like the RC Cola of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, RC is like a fake ass.
Pepsi.
It's like a biracial Coca-Cola. RC is a biracial Coca-Cola. It's half root beer, half Pepsi.
But
Yeah.
what flavor is Dr. Pepper actually?
It's like cherry and mocha almond. I don't know what the fuck.
Right.
Like,
it's one of those that's
oak,
like in between.
Like, it's like
No, it can't be
it's a
cherry.
flavor
They
you
got
don't
cherry
eat,
Dr. Pepper.
yeah.
They got
Yeah.
cherry Dr.
They got
Pepper, so it
vanilla
can't just be
Dr.
cherry.
Pepper, all that
It's just
shit.
some different shit, bro. Like, it can't just sit on
So
its
that's what
own.
I'm saying. It's not quite a root beer because it has like
It's not a root beer at all.
As
Fuck
a
all
kid,
that.
I considered it a root beer. But I know it's not. I just like to consider
Profiling.
it. Yeah.
I don't like it.
I like to consider it. He said, I don't like it, you profiling. The real shit, but Mr. Pibb probably A&W. A&W was like a solid root beer. Like, that you could, like, that shit kick.
I go to those stores. They got like the wall of root beers. You ever go to those specialty shops and they got like all the root beers that's around the world and shit like that?
That's crazy.
They all taste the same to me. To be honest with you, even
like
like the dads and all that shit. The only thing I will give is like I drink the diet root beer. So anything that's like if it tastes the closest to it, like I'll fuck it up.
Okay.
That's like my standards for soda. If you can get the diet one or the zero one that tastes just like the regular one, then I fucks with you.
That mean you doing y'all kept
Dr.
the flavor
Pepper
there.
has
Man, they
the
just
best
telling
diet.
niggas that. They just telling niggas that
Nah,
shit. Like,
Dr.
niggas
Pepper
say,
got the best
just put
diet.
some labels, some diet labels. We gonna ship that to Indiana and ship that other one to Kentucky. And that's,
We all dying.
yeah,
Anyway.
it's all. Nah, I started drinking dark soda like 10 years ago. Of course, it'll be in a drink or something like, but I don't drink like
You won't just crack open a can.
Coke. Nah,
Yeah.
I started drinking like that shit like 2011, 2010.
That's good.
And you see the difference too. Like you like shrink like quick. It's like, damn, I couldn't lose this fucking stomach.
You can lose quick.
You
10.
like
quick
easy,
soda.
like with no soda for like less than a month. You just see
Yep.
like the results. So
Doctors will tell you that shit. You don't want to listen to them, but it really do have you all bloated and shit.
and it feel weird even when you ain't drunk in a while and you not like you could take half a cup or something like less than this shit, and as you feel that shit like moving through like your system like sizzling low key like that shit. I don't like that shit. I'll do a Sprite. I seen a meme like that last week said when black people say they don't drink soda, that just mean they don't do dark soda, excluding ginger ale and Sprite and an occasional Sprite. So it's like that's real shit. Though. I'll drink Sprite. I drink Sprite. Like
I do drink Sprite.
I'll drink Sprite a lot. Like not a lot, but I'll drink it when I eat. If I drink a soda,
I prefer 7-Up.
that too. But notice they don't sell 7-Up like nowhere like how they used to.
Yeah,
the only
do.
place
They do.
that
It just be a little bit
You just not
separate.
looking for it
I mean
no more.
fast food places. They don't have it as an option.
Nah, because
other than
listen,
In-N-Out.
if you
No,
don't
because
have
they
it-
saw it come in the bag.
In-N-Out is the only spot that like that
get a 7-Up.
that you can get a 7-Up.
It
like
be
you
Sierra
can't find
Mist.
7-Up.
It be-
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
like,
It be
it's because
Squirt,
who they own. Who's
Squirt,
they own by?
Sierra
Because-
Mist, and all that other
Because
shit.
they
Sprite
own-
owned by Coke.
Actually, 7-Up and Coke, I was going to say. And I know
Yeah.
he actually gets Coke and Sprite. Oh, 7-Up and Coke
That's true.
at the same place. Because usually it's either or.
Yeah.
That's some extra shit. See,
No, because like you said, usually
It's on a
special
secret menu.
contracts.
It's secret menu. And shit.
you don't be knowing one will own the other one, and they just promote it like
That's
a
some real
competition.
shit, too.
Yeah, you don't be knowing.
You're like, I don't know Food for Less was owned by
Bill's Taco House. They got RC Cola.
Oh,
on
then,
tap.
Damn.
which one? The one on which one?
Said
On
on
King?
tap.
On tap. Like, where's this running from, nigga? Like, where's the pipes connected
I ain't
to?
never
Hold
seen
on,
RC Cola
nigga.
on tap, bro. I see it in the
Like,
can. I see it in
nah,
the bottle. I
I
ain't
was
never
like,
seen
where
it
they
on
do
the
that?
fucking.
They sell a box of that shit. It come in a box, and then
Like
they just
wine.
connect the box up to the machine. It's a bag
Yeah.
inside that box.
Yeah.
And that's what's pumping. As soon
I
as
seen
that
that.
bag empty, that's when your soda start tasting
The
flat,
wire
you know?
in, yeah. I seen that shit when I
Tastes
worked
like
at
soda
Taco
water.
Bell. They got it like running and it's all connected in the back like an
You should steal shit from
apparatus.
Taco Bell.
I used to just take like the cheesecakes, like the shit nobody ever
They got
ordered.
cheesecake at Taco Bell?
Exactly. Nobody would ever order them, and they'd be in the freezer. I'd take like two. They had like the cherry ones with the strawberry icing. Like
I
they,
ain't never
Taco,
heard of that.
What year
Taco
was
Bell
this?
used to have this. They had
What year was
I
this? Wait a
remember
minute.
cinnamon
hey,
twists.
the same.
Yeah,
hey,
That's the only
yeah.
thing I know from
The
Taco Bell
same
is
way-
the top of dessert.
Damn.
The same way they make how Carl's Jr. or like Jack's got the little Reese's cup cheesecake slice shit. Like that Taco Bell had the strawberry cheesecake.
How
all
long ago
that
was
shit.
that?
Shit, they've
But
had
Jack's
them up
had
for
the
years.
strawberry
This was like
cheesecake. They
early
still got
2000s.
that.
Okay,
But they had them still. Like I can remember. This
Hey,
was the one in
speaking
Inglewood I worked at.
Speaking of Jack's, I have yet to have an egg roll better than Jack in the Box. I don't give a fuck what
Yeah.
Chinese restaurant you sent
Yeah.
me to. I've never had an egg roll better than Jack in the Box.
I like they mini churros better than fucking Del Taco churros.
I just had some a couple nights ago. Them shits
Yeah.
was like the whole shit before I even ate my meal.
Somebody smoked weed at Jack in the Box. Did you know that fucking
yeah,
the
the
munchie
commercials?
meal? The munchie meal? Like, come on,
That's
they
some
know.
real
You seen the
niggas.
commercials?
I haven't seen the commercials.
Bro, the
before. I
commercials.
just know,
You
like,
know who
Niggas
that
be
shit
high
related
as
to.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They on the
niggas-
couch fucking.
That's
toasting.
better than Taco Bell new shit though. That's like if somebody smoke weed that works in Jack in the Box, niggas that work run Taco Bell, them niggas have been to jail or prison because them niggas is making spreads and shit now.
You ever get
nigga.
high and make your own shit at
That
Taco
shit
Bell?
is like, I don't fuck with Taco. I stopped fucking with them after I worked there. But when I would still occasionally, but nigga, y'all making like burritos with Fritos and
What would
like
you make?
carrots and shit.
What would you
Like,
make?
nigga,
What, you didn't. You
I used to
never
make shit
some
that
bomb
was.
shit?
I used to make shit that wasn't on the menu that I start seeing them make years later. I was making grilled burritos.
Talking over like they stealing my
Well,
shit.
yeah, I was like, it was a few burritos I
That fucking
made.
cheesy
Like
go to
I
the
was
crunch.
just, to where my shit would be busting out the sides. Like when I put it on the grill, that little. So I worked there right when they started them grilled stuffed burrito shit. So
That's what made me hot when they got rid of those.
yeah, but they still had the grill though.
That
'cause they
shit kept
did-
your
they used it for
burrito in
different shit.
place, like, because it was
Yeah.
toasted
It was
in. You
locked
could
in.
eat it
It
while
was
you're
like
driving
locked
and
in.
shit like that. Like, that was the best burrito to do that
You could
with.
eat it while you dip it. It was a new age. snack.
Yeah, that shit was dope. They got rid of that shit.
Good.
It was cool, but a lot of that shit was, it was easy to make. They used to trip on me because I would like put too much meat in the tacos. They were like, yeah. She was like, the manager came out one day and was like, let me see you make a taco. Like she watched me. It was like,
How she say it, Tony?
Man, I can't even say it again. That's what he said that. He was like, he looked through like,
He was putting
like
that
he
beef in that
zoomed
taco.
in with the camera right there. That was about to be a grind face clip. But no, she was tripping. Like, I guess it wasn't complaints. It was just I made my tacos too fat. So I make a taco. She pulls out the digital scale. Literally like a digital scale, a weed scale.
Yeah.
Like the little one. The nigga put the taco, she was like wrapping and everything.
Like,
and my shit was like, it was like 1 point, like maybe 2.5 or some shit.
That's a fast sack.
And then she like, she made one and her shit was like 0.6.
That was damn near
with
an
like
eight.
lettuce and cheese.
You over here wasting money, bro. That's why.
Because she was like, when you scoop it,
It was
you supposed to tap it. You supposed to tap the little excess meat off. So I was, nigga, I just thought I'll give a nigga 2
He gave him a
scoops.
heavy scoop, a generous scoop.
So yeah, I got reprimanded.
You in the back making Chipotle burritos and shit.
I was back there.
See, he
Yeah.
the reason
burrito.
why some people be like, nah, you got to go to this Taco Bell.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
They hook it up over
I used to
there.
have motherfuckers giving me tips and shit, little extra shit. Like, people be like, why the 99-cent nachos here?
People pulling
like,
up. Tony
different?
working?
Yeah.
I'll be like, just come around. I'm at the front. Just come to the front counter.
The homie used to give us full bags when they used to do the shrimp. He used to
Yeah,
give
I
us
didn't
full
even know
bags
they
of the
did
shrimp,
shrimp.
and we was over there. We used to be making our own shit.
Taco Bell had shrimp.
They had shrimp, bro.
That's weird.
I used to fuck it.
I couldn't.
I
I
was with
wouldn't
it.
trust them.
I was with it.
I wouldn't
missed a lot
trust them.
from
niggas.
Taco
Go home,
Like,
make
like,
homemade shit with the shrimp.
Yeah.
He
What would
said
have been
like, oh,
bomb
yeah,
if they did the nachos with some shrimp, like a Nacho Bel Grande. or
Nah,
something.
we made all that.
Cold parties, I have no idea what they were using the shrimp with
Yeah,
there.
I never-
I just knew he was coming home with
That's weird.
shrimp.
I can't never remember.
Nah, they had shrimp on their menu for that for a little short time. They was doing a whole bunch of shrimp items. It was
Was it
like
a
a shrimp
shrimp
taco,
taco?
a shrimp burrito, or something.
I don't remember that
They
shit.
was beefing with Long John Silver's and shit.
Hey, no, that's KFC and Long John Silver. You remember when most of the Taco Bells had the Pizza Hut connected to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to
Or
slide
KFC.
through.
Or
right?
KFC,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
It was
Ah.
KFC with them too.
Fuck KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I
either
remember that.
KFC, Taco Bell, or
KFC
Pizza
better
Hut,
taste
Taco
better in
Bell.
other fucking states because they
'Cause
talk about
it's-
KFC
yeah.
in other states like that shit
But
fire.
you gotta think-
But you get it here and that shit soggy as shit.
You got to think when they passed that law out here, like what was that, maybe 20 years ago, or like less than 20, that no trans fat shit. That's when like shit start tasting. People don't think about that. Shit literally start tasting different. Fast food, they literally passed that law where you couldn't use, and then you go out of state and they don't have that law, and food tastes like it used to fucking taste. But when you eat shit out, when you go out of state for a while and come back out here and eat something, you're gonna be like, it's like a weird, because they cook it in that non-trans fat.
Yeah.
That's like the law. Like, and they made that shit like 03.
I've been
or
in other
so,
cities and the fucking food tastes better.
Like, yeah,
But
burger.
you know how LA is. Everybody
cities
has,
They
over.
package it different.
Three
you know?
cities over. I'm like, damn, my fucking taco folded all the way and shit.
But not only
Damn, this
that,
look like the billboard. Finally, I get a burger that
also,
look like the picture.
everything have to be fucking like gluten free and all this other extra shit out here in LA. Everybody's super picky. So
Everybody health
our
conscious
shit,
now.
yeah.
Niggas don't even know what. Niggas ain't never seen a gluten.
right.
Niggas,
know what that
niggas
is.
don't even know what a gluten
Remember,
is. So I'm
um,
gluten free.
What did that nigga Seth Rogen say? He was like,
Oh, we was just watching that last night.
Yeah, he was like, no,
that's a gluten.
Yeah, that's a gluten.
Carbs,
Yeah.
that's a gluten. Calories, that's another gluten.
Yeah,
like,
basically
no,
anything
nigga.
that's bad for you.
Nigga,
you're
it's like an
supposed to avoid
adjective
it.
or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, so. No, it just seemed like shit came out of nowhere. Like, I can't eat gluten. Like, motherfucker, what?
No, the reality is it's a very small amount of people that are like either allergic to gluten or gluten intolerant, but then everybody just took it on like, oh, it's healthier because it doesn't have gluten in it. But like gluten comes from like wheat or something. Like it's not
Yeah, I
even
think so.
it's not even like an artificial type of thing. And but then everybody just takes it like, oh, I'm eating better or
Because
like,
I don't eat gluten.
Yeah, I don't eat gluten.
Like, nigga, I
I'm
want a
curious
gluten-
because
I want a gluten
you ever
pizza,
notice when
extra
people
gluten.
change their lifestyle, they go all in, right? They'll change the way they eat, then they change like also that they exercise, they start exercising
Yeah.
more, then they start like doing things to like better their mental health, like all that
Start
shit, right?
doing yoga.
Yeah. I'm the type of person to where I have a sick ass mind to where I'm like, all right, now one by one, take one of those things away. Tell me which one's really helping you. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Because it'd be like the same thing, like, oh, I stopped eating gluten. Well, bitch, what else did you do? Because I'm pretty sure you did 10 other fucking things. So start pulling things one by one. Maybe you don't have to do all that
yeah,
shit.
not only did I stop drinking soda, I started exercising. I started walking more.
Go to
yeah,
sleep
That's what I'm
early.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
bitch, maybe you just started walking. Maybe all you had to do was walk.
Stop
Yeah,
putting
that's a good
sugar
point.
and everything.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of different
And then
shit.
you can't keep it up because you got to do 20 different fucking things that you change your lifestyle for. Like, all you had to change was one.
Yeah,
That's a
real
good
shit.
point. I don't think most people pay that close attention to that. That's a good point.
That's a real shit. I heard it's like it's just like saying art, just like philosophers say on some shit. And I think he said it on Rogan. Like it was a quote he said, but he was on Rogan, and he was like, people like you can't like you have to suffer for what you want. So like, and then people want too much, so it tears them. Like you have to like literally suffer to get that. So you want the car, the new house, the new woman. You want the new job. You want to cash out. You want a ball. You want to look fly.
Yeah, bitch, I'm not allowed to want shit no more.
But like, you can want, but what you got to know to get that, you're gonna have to go through some shit. So to get all that, you're gonna have to. It's like it's like you literally tearing yourself apart for like multiple things. It was like I heard that shit made sense to me when I heard that shit though. Like
same thing though. One by one, start pulling shit off that list
for one thing at a time.
That's why I see people that's chasing their dreams and shit. They be fucking killing themselves because you doing so much, you grinding so much, you gotta sacrifice so much.
Like that's the exhaustion. Like I still don't know what I ain't never been able to call off work from exhaustion, and I've been exhausted.
You can call in the work dead. You still need to be there.
They'll be like, so can you come in by 5?
Yeah, you can call in the work dead, but you still
can you get here by 5?
I'm in a body cast right now, and they telling me it's not gonna last much longer. They're like, well, your ghost needs to be here, and
your ghost.
Hey, that's why. Hey,
can you work the forklift?
Nah, that's why I'm glad I got kids. Because if I tell you something happened with my kids, even if I'm lying, and you question that motherfucker, I'm gonna get upset. I'm gonna get upset.
Even if I'm lying,
I don't give a fuck if I'm lying. Like, bitch, I got paperwork. Like, I will come up with paperwork, everything I need to come up with just to prove this fucking point.
I was gonna see that works though, because I don't have kids, and I always be like, yo, I gotta pick up my daughter, man. I can't fucking be here. Like, when
you start a job, start it with a kid. Like, just be like, yeah, I got a kid. Start that rhetoric at work, and then like, take advantage of it. And they be like, when you bring your kid, be like,
you don't even got to. Everybody got kids. You don't even really got to sell it too hard. I'm like one of the only niggas I know that ain't got kids.
They gonna start asking for pictures and shit. They gonna want to see.
Like, man, we need more people like you. There's too many people. There's too many people in the fucking world. Everybody don't need to just keep having kids. Like, just because
you ain't having no kids.
I mean, I ain't tripping. I've always been like that. If they come, they come. And if they don't, hey, I ain't.
See, when females say that shit,
no lines.
When females say, "Oh, if it happens, it happens," I don't fuck with them type of females because your ass is gonna get pregnant
eventually.
Yeah,
but I've been saying that shit since I was like 20-something, nigga. I just turned 40. So,
oh, word?
Yeah, so I ain't got like, nigga, I'm good.
Damn, you don't look.
And that's why because I don't have no fucking kids.
You ain't worried about your clock ticking.
Don't worry about nigga.
Every time
wallet.
You want to be a 50-year-old with like a 5-year-old? You okay
4 a.m. Come back, leave back at 8 a.m. Ain't got to make.
You're not gonna give a fuck about your kids. You're gonna be so old and tired.
Shit, so we're gonna have to maid, and the nanny gonna raise them.
But see, you gonna have the patience. When you older, you don't really give a fuck. The shit that you be like pissed off about in your 20s and 30s, you 50 years old, you're not gonna give a shit.
You don't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't give a fuck.
My dad is way different than when he was taking care of me. Because my dad nice as shit to my kids, and I just look at him like,
because he ain't gotta go through. He ain't gotta do the heavy lifting. You doing that? You see what I'm saying? So he
laughing at me.
He like, yeah, I love these kids. He go ahead. Oh,
it's that, and that by that point they didn't live their life so much. They just happy to see little kids and shit. They like, oh, whatever. They the kids. I'd have got my ass beat for it. Man. You know what I'm saying? Just for touching
homie
some
Andre
shit.
said he was like, nigga, when I have my grandkids, I'm giving them sugar all day. I just give them sugar all day to send them home to their mom.
So they can be turned up at home.
I was like, nigga, that's fucked up. Nigga, he running around wilding.
Nah, that's crazy.
I do shit like that. I'll buy a gift for your kid that's annoying as fuck.
A click clack?
And just drop that shit
on.
A fucking click clack?
Yeah. You just be like this on the stairs.
Looking retarded.
Yeah, that shit used to make you have a slinky. We had some lame ass.
I had a slinky. You have a skip it?
Swap meet toys?
Yeah, I had a skip it.
I had a
swap meet toys for real. Like
Etch a sketch.
Yeah, Etch a sketch.
Light bright.
Yeah, that was hard. The Etch a sketch was hard.
That Light Bright commercial hit, but as soon as you got one, you did one thing and you was like, all right, I'm done.
And then you lost all the bull.
Hungry Hippo, all that shit. I used to like them type shit.
Yeah. See, some
Trouble. Oh, I used to love Trouble.
I was black, so I didn't have everything. Some people.
Like, really?
Yeah. For those who are just tuning in, yeah, I was black growing up, so I didn't have all of the toys that was on TV. Yeah. I had some shit. My cousins had some
Operation
shit. My sister had some shit. Yeah.
We'd all put it together.
Yeah. So you go over their house, and they have some games that I didn't have. Like, you remember the fucking Tonka trucks and shit? I didn't have none of that shit.
I never had one either. Yeah.
So I had to go to their house to play certain games and shit.
Tonka was a shit.
You find that one cousin with the backyard, and you can go over there with Tonka trucks and
they got toys buried.
Somebody got
You ever had that friend that just don't give a fuck of it? They got every toy and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, they got fucking Hot Wheels and shit floating in a pond in the back.
I used to be a hater. If you was my friend and you had all the toys, I'd be looking at your mama like, bitch, what do you do? No, like, what do you do, bitch?
Like, you see my new Punisher?
Yeah, I'm over here selling pussy or something.
He came away. She afforded a limited edition Wolverine. with the extra mask.
Got a hold on me.
Like, oh no, she out here slanging. Like,
slanging cool.
It was fucking Meech and Terry. So what's good with So I met you at the
Pimps and Kinfolk.
At the Pimps and Kinfolk. Shout out to Sling Johnson.
Yes, sir. Camden Johnson.
Yeah, they hooked that shit every time they put it together. It's a dope ass show, and that's just how like being solid niggas in these streets. So you know what I mean? Like, but when you like really meet niggas, that's how we was sitting next to each other. I was chopping it up, telling him about the podcast, and then just told him about where we was located, and he was like, "Oh, like as Sunlit, like," and just knew the same people. I was like, "Nigga, like get it, come through," and shit. Here we are, like so that shit. But you rap. Usually we like it's like comedians and shit. Today it's just different. So
whatever.
But like you like battle rap. You are
eating
niggas up, doing your thing.
Yeah,
you got the crown on.
Yep.
Yeah, you killed it too. The performance.
Thank you.
Killed that shit. Had a fly ass performance. It was super dope. So. Just to let them know more about yourself.
All right, yeah, no, he hit on a lot of good points. So I do rap, and I dropped a single that's called King Prince that's out right now. And as far as the battle, this is how I won this crown in a series of battles. But now, because of that, I'm about to enter an actual battle league now. So it's called Class Fights. It's ran by Big Slap. So now I'm about to be like trying to establish myself as an actual battle rapper, because at the time I wasn't. I was just making songs, but they just made me and this other guy go at it.
Like, I'm better than these niggas. This is like,
no, not even that.
I feel you. You know what I'm saying.
Because like back to UFC, like you know all them niggas that be talking shit. It's when you get into a battle, anybody can get knocked out. Just like if you go into UFC. So that nigga that was talking all that shit and got slept in the first round, like niggas is gonna laugh at you even harder. So like, nah, fuck that. I'm like, look, I'm gonna just do my best, bro. Like I'm gonna get in there. If I win, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't about to be that guy. I'm not like a cocky ass dude.
You was on some you had nothing to lose type shit?
Nah, at the time I did. No, because my name is Prince, so I wasn't having the crown. So I seen the crown, I was like, bro, that have to be mine. Like that shit have to be mine. So it would have looked stupid. And now, like I'm still like this current thing, I still have one more battle to defend this. So I'm just walking around with the shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But if I lose, that would be a big fucking deal. So it is all the pressure is on me.
I never think nothing looks stupid, especially if it adds to your shit. I mean, it's like niggas walking around with diamonds in their forehead.
Okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's niggas walking around talking about their clones. Like, it's a lot of weird to the crown is like, that shit go. Like when
no, I'm not saying the crown looks stupid. I'm saying if I lost it, then it would look stupid as fuck. Yeah.
Cause now you be like, I ain't giving you this shit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get another one.
You beat me, nigga. Yeah. I'll tell you where I got it.
Yeah.
Run fade in the back.
Niggas just be in the back swinging for the crowd.
So I got some shit coming up that y'all probably gonna laugh at. So because my name is like my song's called King Prince, somebody was like, Ben, you need to come out with your own condom or whatever. So I started an OnlyFans page called The Royal Magnum. And I am going to have my own condom, and we're going to be having Royal Magnum parties with OnlyFans, girls, theirs, and all that shit. And we're trying to see if, like, we can incorporate the Pimps and Kinfolks thing, because that should be hard. Like, I was just hanging out with Slink. We was with Roz Washington. She have a little situation. We was all just fucking hanging out. So it would be dope to do that, you know what I mean? But the OnlyFans shit, you know, that's like the new thing. So I got an OnlyFans now.
So, like, everybody on the motherfucker, like, it's people on there doing all kind of shit, too. It ain't even just all, like, fucking all the time, but it is a lot of like.
What if you was like on there fucking, and then like halfway through you try to teach somebody some shit like a serious thing, and then you go back to fucking.
They gonna watch. You gonna have their attention at least.
Like halfway through you stop. Let me tell you about these NFTs real quick.
Be all sweating and shit.
Like half hard dick, just talking about NFTs.
Like, put a towel. Why are you walking with the towel? So as you can see the charts.
That is necessary.
And then you go back to fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like, hey, all y'all want to be rappers, but fuck these bitches. Make sure y'all got y'all ass caps and y'all copyrights. You know what I'm saying? Ownership is everything.
See, there you go, man.
And then get back to fucking.
And then internet just back to, it's like you just walk back to the bed. He's like looking at the camera like eye contact. Yeah, that's a good ass. I mean, honestly, Adam doing his new show. This nigga Adam 22 doing his new shit where he interviewed a girl. Yeah. They interview him and Lena, or him by himself. One of them, they interviewed a girl and they like smash him like after for the OnlyFans shit. It's like a Patreon collab OnlyFans, but he interviewed, since him and his girl are porn stars, and they'll interview a porn star and then they get up and literally go to and smash. I think
Brazzers started doing that shit now too.
Who?
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Brazzers.
Oh.
So because you know they got the casting couch and all that shit, so they have like the podcast.
Yeah, they got it's a podcast set up.
But see, a lot
the
of that
Smash
like,
cast.
Damn.
The Smash Cast.
That's hard.
Write it down, Cam.
We all like everybody's like we all just like got quiet like
The Smash Cast.
Smash Cast. First guest.
Put it in the cast.
Like who's the first guest? Like
That's tight.
how would you ask somebody to just come on the Smash Cast? Like,
Well, I think it would have to be a porn star, and they probably already getting paid. Like it's already set up to
you'd
be a
like,
scene.
I got 200 for you. Come on through. She's like, for what? 200 for what? Just come on through.
If we could sit down and interview Adam, that would be my question.
I'm gonna drink. We got some E&J for
are you really paying these girls to come and do this type of shoot with you?
Because then is it like, are they coming because everybody want to get interviewed by Adam because he one of the top interviewers in the world? So
you think they doing it just for promo?
Imagine, that is kind of weird. Imagine, I'll interview you and you smash me and my girl smash you out after the interview. Like, okay, just because I want that interview,
like,
that's
that's
better. So it's like either way, it's a win-win.
Hey, they
for the
sitting
nigga.
there watching shit going like, who you
Either
want
way,
next,
it's a
man?
win-win for this nigga because either he getting free interviews and he's still smashing the girls and making money off of it, him and his girl, or he's just paying the guest to come on, getting a interview that's gonna make money on Patreon, and he's smashing her out and still gonna make the OnlyFans money. So either way, he kind of like he didn't like that shit is crazy. So. On top of it, he still got his regular YouTube shit with AD and House Phone and all them niggas. So
Damn, that sounds like
that
brilliant.
nigga built like he really built like a network, like on some like that shit crazy. But it's like he just actually included his porn life in because he really always kept. We knew he did it. I ain't never seen none of this shit, but he like kept that shit. He'll talk about it, but it ain't like he just brings that up all the time. But now it's like his business just kind of merged with that to where it's. Like,
is porn like making a comeback? Because if
OnlyFans bought it back in the
because
pandemic and the lockdown made motherfuckers bust it open. Shit.
Okay.
That's on God.
Was not
motherfuckers. It was comedians, nigga, with OnlyFans. Like it was. I ain't saying no names, but it was comedians. That,
what was they
like,
doing?
Shaking dick.
What's their name, Tony?
They ain't came on the show, so fuck them. No, fuck no, but it's real shit. I mean, they bad little chicks, but it's the fact that was they couldn't go nowhere. Wasn't no clubs open. Wasn't nobody into no Zoom mics and no Zoom comedy shows. Them shits was lame. So. It was motherfuckers went OnlyFans.
Cause see, I just thought that shit was played because all the people who we know that's like porn stars that are those names we would know. We looking at old ass shit. They're not even really filming stuff. So my little homegirl is getting into porn. Shout out to Nina White. She's getting into it now. But I was like, I thought that shit was played because you could get so much shit for free now.
Your own shit. No, the amateur shit.
Niggas used to watch the trailer. Remember, niggas used to watch the trailer. Real shit. Niggas used to watch the trailer.
A thumbnail would do it.
Niggas said, I'm not paying $9.99 for this
at all. I've never paid. I think I might have done a free trial. And now, I mean, they just got sites where you just go watch the scene. No, but I've never done a free trial. I don't think. I mean, I've never paid like Bang Bus. All the way back from Bang Bus.
Yeah. Once one person watches that shit, they record that video and then they upload it to all these other sites. And
we was talking about
DJing.
I mean, not DJ, but downloading shit on what it's called, like Kazaa and shit like that. You used to download porno. You used to start the download before you went to sleep. Yeah. That way, by the time you woke up,
because we still had dial-up at that time. We didn't have none of that. I think DSL was barely coming out or some shit.
Yeah, that DSL.
That niggas was on
That's
early on.
That's what sped it up a little bit.
Nigga, they had porn on LimeWire. You can like
LimeWire.
Yeah.
You could download like they had certain phones. Like if you had like a BlackBerry, I had like you could. But it would still be like the trailer.
That BlackBerry used to
bro.
Hey, that BlackBerry Messenger used to tell it used to tell you or tell other people on BBM what you were watching. Bro, I was on there watching porno one time, and that motherfucker was on there. It was like, currently watching. Wow. Cool. Hey, the homie Cam had sent me a message like, hey, do you know what it says you watching right now?
Hey, I saw like the whole link that he was
hilarious.
watching.
That's funny.
On the BBM away message on the BlackBerry.
That's hilarious.
I think I downloaded the Superhead versus Mr. Marcus off of LimeWire.
I think I seen that just on like regular. That was like maybe
none
early
of those things ever
porn
appealed to me. Like the Kim Kardashian shit, that ain't never appealed to me.
That shit was
Yeah.
funny. No,
She was like,
the Ray J shit started all those other fucking sex tapes because his shit was
Paris
funny,
Hilton.
bro. No,
Paris
she was
Hilton.
after.
Pamela Anderson.
She was after.
Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. They
But
started that
okay,
shit.
well, they shit was still on like that was like
She was sucking
I'm
dick
not
on
saying
the,
it was
she was
good,
sucking dick in the
I'm just
car
saying this
because theirs wasn't even really.
That was a full-length feature
They were
film.
like on vacation.
That shit was like an hour.
And he was
That
she
was
was giving him
the
head in the
real
car.
shit.
They was fucking on the boat.
And it was big for that time because Baywatch was like a real big show.
And he was like the big Motley Crue nigga.
Yeah.
It was just a big deal. So
no,
like,
I think Ray J made everybody want to make a fucking
because it was
sex
like they
tape.
were he was still low key Brandy's brother at that time, and she was Kim K. She was Paris Hilton's best friend.
Yeah,
and then it was like, but she was known as like the girl with all the ass, the dark haired chick that be with Paris. It was like they wouldn't, and then when you see it. It was like whatever, and then it was like, oh man, she was giving him the head game. It was like that shit was like a C+, C- maybe.
It's the fact that it was recorded.
Exactly.
And
The fact that it was her.
she's
Yeah.
not a legit porn star. And
it was just like it was real. Like,
everybody was in shock that she was doing.
Exactly. So it blew up, and then you get like other motherfuckers like Lawrence Fishburne, goofy ass daughter.
Oh, I see that.
With the
it looked like she had burn marks on her booty.
With the
No.
with the
It
like
chocolate
Montana.
chip. She had the chocolate chip.
It looked like somebody was burning cigarettes on her
the
booty.
worst one was the Mimi Faust and Nico
That
one.
shit was
That
so-
shit was trash.
That shit
Hey, did
was
she
so-
die?
Huh?
Did she die?
Nah.
Somebody died.
Some one of
Man,
them, they always be
y'all
dying.
gotta stop that
all
shit.
Them, all them
Remember when people
housewives.
I feel
Yeah.
guilty watching that shit
They be
after she died.
ODing, going to prison, all that shit. Like, no, she did the one where she was on the shower rod.
Right.
And she had the shoes with the tape on the bottom. Like, she was all, but that whole shit was bust down, nigga. That shit was trash, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the worst one.
It
I've
was
ever
like
seen.
they was looking like they were like, we don't know how this got out of our bag at the airport. Someone must have took it. And, like, nigga, you looking at the camera.
That
doing
sounded like some
shit.
shit R. Kelly would have said.
Yeah, exactly. It was
I don't
some
know
whole
how this tape
goofball
got out the
shit.
bag.
Like, that shit was so goofy.
Like that just make it okay. That makes it
Yeah.
better.
That was honestly the last. Oh no, the Black China garbage ass mixtape.
Yeah, I
I
heard
said
that was
mixtape,
trash.
sex tape.
Amber Rose.
She had a
was trash,
garbage ass
too.
mixtape too.
Why you think it was trash?
It was like,
Yeah, obviously that's what you know you said it. You watched it.
You gotta click the shit once. You click the shit once to be like, all right, this shit is cool, or well, this shit like New York. I watched New York sex tape. I love New York.
Nah,
She
I
had
didn't
one.
see
She was
hers.
She had
I
one.
saw Amber Rose.
She had one. Yeah, I seen Amber. I seen. It's
Yeah.
like you just. I don't even look for them. They just be like, so and so has new sex tape. And you see their
So
shit,
you just
nigga.
go search it after somebody.
Nah, a lot of times it's. I mean, because it's not worth it. A lot of famous people shit don't be worth it because they ain't working. They ain't working. They just laying there or giving head or getting ate out.
It ain't no
Or
excitement.
fingering
You know who
themselves.
got one? Colin Farrell got one.
I never even knew that.
I saw that shit on Pornhub one time
Who
randomly.
was he smashing?
A black girl, and that's because I be looking for the black girls.
Interracial.
You be typing in interracial.
All my shit. All I
Interracial
type in.
Ebony.
My shit is just usually just Ebony, BB Dub, interracial BB Dub. That's usually like what I say.
Your keywords tell a lot about you.
Yeah.
Your keywords.
He said your keyword, Ebony. He was like, Ebony, chocolate. Like, you gotta have that's real shit though.
I'm not saying nothing else. I'm just saying your keywords.
I be looking all kind of random shit. I be like Asian, petite, BB Dub, Asian, big titty Asian.
deep throats.
Yeah, like throat goat.
What's the most
Like,
specific you ever got?
You gotta be real specific.
Because
bro.
I guess the craziest shit, I can't remember. I remember I had to get specific, but it took me to the because it was a video I was thinking about, and I was like chocolate, big titty, like big like some crazy shit, and it was like the third. I was like, that's the shit.
Damn.
And it was like so it's certain little
Describe
videos.
Jada Fire.
This nigga. I seen her in Denny's one. Hey, I seen her in Denny's one day. Me and the homegirls from work was like eating, and she came in and sat down with like two dudes, and they sitting there eating. And I'm like, she's like looking, and I only noticed her because she kept like looking, and I'm like, damn, she looked familiar. I'm eating my shit. I'm like, damn, she looked familiar. And then I'm sitting there, that shit hit I was like, oh. And I said it like, oh, that's where I know her from. But I kind of said it under my breath, but not loud, but not low. And I seen her, she like looked up like, and I was like, I just looked back, I was like, oh shit. They look like, I don't know, they could have been doing a scene or shit, they could have been security.
Wait, no, look.
They could have been
Every time a
they
nigga see a porn star, it's like, oh, you just got done.
Hey, I seen Dominique Simone in the Beverly Center when I was younger. Oh, nigga, you remember Dominique Simone?
Yeah.
I seen Dominique Simone walking like right where I think the Gucci store is right there now. And she was like walking around, and I looked, I was maybe like 16, so I was like, oh shit, she was bad, or she was done heels. Nigga with this big, like, I'm talking about Danny DeVito looking nigga, like he was just like literally walking like trying to. I'm like, nigga, this nigga gotta be like he rented her for like the week. Like that's
He rented her for
that
the
nigga
week.
for real. He doing all he can't even. It's like he couldn't even keep up with her walking. Nigga, like they walking through the mall, and I'm like, yeah, she got a major bag.
I
Like,
saw Cherokee D at a baby shower.
Was it in Compton? She be in Compton.
Inglewood.
A lot of them be from LA, bro.
Yeah.
All right, look, I used to work.
You ever see somebody you
I
know?
went to LA High, bro. I went to LA High
I've
with
seen a
Chocolate,
couple
with the
of them.
twins, Chocolate and Mocha, from the late 90s. Those two little skinny, thin ones that would do they would do Mr. Market shit.
Yeah.
They was like popping. I went to fucking LA High with them, like a gang of different.
Bro, I used to work at the Red Lobster in Lakewood.
He's like, I seen all these hoes with these cheddar bay biscuits.
A couple of them.
Cheddar biscuits.
These cheddar bay biscuits.
We going back
Off
to
the
the
top
cheddar
of my
biscuits. Go ahead.
head, Donna Red.
Oh,
I know y'all remember her.
She always wore the superhero boots.
She came in with another girl because she was like, lesbian in real life. She was only doing all that for the camera.
Yeah, a lot of them they really only fuck they and Ray real, which is kind of like okay.
Hey, bro, I'm in the back trying to tell the homies like, hey, y'all know who that is? And they sitting there like, nah, because I guess they didn't watch black porn. Maybe they just wasn't into it like that. I don't know. But I'm looking. And then I think she realized I knew who she was.
Yeah, they always know
And
you.
tried to start hiding this shit.
Exactly. They always know. They know the look. They used to that look from everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be like, oh.
I can't go nowhere.
Yeah, my uncle told me that shit.
Hey, you like it?
He's like, I seen one of them porn dudes in Ralph's. And he's like, I walked up, was like, hey, you the dude from the videos. And he said he just kind of looked at me and walked off. And I was like, yeah, nigga, this nigga's shopping for groceries, my nigga. This nigga's shopping like, and you talking about, hey, I watch your videos, nigga, that's weird, nigga, move. Like, just keep. I met Brian Pumper once.
He was a creep in the club.
That nigga, I met that
Nice
nigga one
DJ.
time.
I met him many a time.
At the Fox Hills Mall. I was, that nigga walked up to the car. Like,
He had business cards
I've
on him?
been out in LA. I used to run into that nigga all over the
Gave me
place.
his number because I was sitting. Me and the homie was sitting in the Jag. We waiting for one of our little chicks was in the mall shopping. We smoking. We see this nigga pull up in a Dodge Magnum with what looked like it could have been real or the decal fake bullet holes around the gas tank.
Okay.
Like, and I was like, so when he pulled in, look at this nigga shit. Like somebody's dumping this nigga whole shit out. Like trying to kill this nigga, and he get out the 501s, the gray wife beater, and the boneless Timbs, and he like that nigga. He just started walking.
How tall was he?
Like he was like medium height, like probably like 5.
My nigga said medium.
I mean everybody
5'8"?
kind of shorter
Yeah.
than me, so he probably looked like maybe because he had the boots on, but he was probably like 5, like 8, 5'9". And he get out, he's walking, and the homie like, hey, that's that porn nigga, and roll the window down like, hey nigga, which is weird. The nigga was like, I'll fuck with your video.
No.
Nigga, like, I'm like, I'm in the driver's seat, just like, nigga. And he turned around like, and he looked, and he keep walking, and he looked back again, like I guess he see like
He's
these niggas,
scouting.
he looking like these niggas sitting in a little Jag, they smoking, they little young niggas. He pushed back. Nigga do his little, he walk, yo, yeah, thanks, my niggas, yeah, you know, I'm out here trying to crack them. And I'm just like, I probably was like 25, 26. I'm like, this nigga weird as fuck. He's a creep. He was cool and respectful, but you know, when you just.
That nigga eyes be wandering, he be looking all over the place.
It wasn't to that. It wasn't to that level yet. Cause I seen when he got to that level, and he'd be like, and you, and she's never come like this, and you like, what the fuck? And you put a finger in. Oh, like he'd be like, that's literally how he talks now. Then he was still kind of more
almost
like normal, but you could just still get the vibe like this nigga a weirdo. And he was like the homegirl. I let the homegirl know she worked in the mall. I was like, yeah, I saw that nigga Brian Pumper. She was like, man, that nigga be up here all the time, walking through here, coming into the BB. He going to Ashley Stewart's into the BBW store, like where they sell the bigger lingerie and all that, and be like scouting.
Oh, yeah,
and then all that. So and he'd walk through the mall, getting little chicks, and that's how he get a lot of local. And then he got, I guess that shit wore out, so now he be on the blue line and the red line.
Oh damn!
You ain't never seen the videos?
You know any chicks that was in any of his videos?
Record that nigga.
Said you know any chicks that was in any of his videos?
Yeah. A few of them. Like one of them, she.
Have you ever watched?
No, one of them, the chick she
like,
the chick from Flavor of Love. The one that accidentally shit. The one that shit on the floor.
Oh, I don't know her name.
He named her something because he was like, you got something.
No, he had already gave her a name and then she did that.
And they called her something. Her name on the show was something. But yeah, she was like, that nigga shit on the floor.
What?
She lived out here, and she came to the bar.
Her name was something.
That's what Flavor named her.
Well, no, he actually named her.
Yeah, he named her something.
Yo, That's funny. I don't remember that. I remember the episode that you're talking about.
She didn't want to go upstairs and miss the toast, so she pretty much accidentally shit on herself.
Nah, she just dropped down and
did that shit. That shit fell out.
She squatted down and did it and then jumped right back up.
She didn't want to go upstairs.
That's what she said it. She said she didn't want to miss the toast.
So how she accidentally shit on herself?
I'm just saying.
No, that is what she said. She was like, well, it was happening and I didn't want to miss nothing, so I just did it real quick.
You gotta go sit your ass on the toilet. That's like
on national TV.
So she came into the bar. I used to work in at the Crow's Nest right here on Willow and Santa Fe. Walked in one night with this weird nigga that think he a pimp. Like he be looking like Teddy Riley, backup dancer and shit. And they walk in and he like, yeah, I got my chicks with me. He do his little thing, and I'm like, yeah, that's. And she was like, she was cool, like, but she did her porn and she did a few scenes, but she was like cool, like she was even talking about some sex shit up there. Like you could tell she on her freak shit. So some motherfuckers just fall into that shit because they would have been doing that shit either way. Like hoeing or on.
Not necessarily. Like, sometimes it's just as much as seeing the advertisement, and it's like, well, damn, let me
Girls Gone Wild.
Let me send my pictures in and see what happens. And the next day, you get in the car to go out to the valley.
On the couch. That's
Call to go to the valley
in the backyard on a lawn chair. On a lawn chair and
because they got agencies,
Sherman
bro.
Oaks.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they got agencies. Sherman Oaks, Chatsworth, all these other
Chatsworth was like the hub. That's like Chatsworth.
I like driving around.
You would always see addresses for Chatsworth at the beginning of the old movies, like the
DJ Yella,
like
all the DJ Yella video, fat booty, fat black greasy booty 6. Then they go from 6 to like fat black greasy booties 44. Like nigga, what happened to all the ones in between?
Them the ones that didn't get.
And then those are the ones that pop up on like
it.
X videos, like, and it'd be like, you'd be like, nigga, this is where I've never seen this shit. And it'd be like, I don't know, I still watch old porn because new porn is like trash.
That's what I'm saying.
It'd be like butt jobs and bad butt jobs, ass tattoos. Like big murals on their ass.
But see, like you said, Brazzers, it'd be like the more HD, high quality shit, and then so you will see the newer females with all the like fake, augmented shit.
That's why I just like more of the natural. Like some of the chick they call BB dubs ain't even BBW chicks. They just thicker chicks.
Yeah.
Then there's like BBW sites, but those actually have the best because everybody look normal. Everybody still like.
Cause see, thick is not really like a porn keyword. It'd be like chubby.
They'll say
BBW,
curvy. They'll say curvy. Those are like keywords you got to look up. Curvy.
We got the Flavor of Love clip.
Oh
shit. Oh shit, we can watch videos?
Oh yeah.
Can we watch my music videos?
Oh yeah. We'll throw that out. After this.
Well, after this, yeah, because this was funny.
My bad. That's what I said. Something we just hear. Look at her. He got his crown on. Royalty.
Do the toast. I was like, what is that? The smell in my crib, yo. Wow. Right now, I'm gonna leave y'all for a little bit. Then I seen this.
She did stoop down.
Told you.
Wow.
I remember it.
Then she came back. But thanks for coming back. When she came back, she had a look on her face like. Hey, welcome.
Wow.
Cheers, man. See y'all later and blessings, all right? Have a good time, y'all.
Thank you.
After we do the toast,
Look at
something takes off
something.
upstairs.
That's crazy. I don't remember her.
Nasty. I smelled it.
I smelled it.
Elimination is over. I just want a sigh of relief. So I take this deep breath and
Nibbles. I remember
what
nibbles.
is that smell?
It's dookie, nigga. Doo-doo. How Michael Jackson said doo-doo feces. It was doo-doo feces all over the seat.
Hey, watch your step.
Yeah, she did the scene with Brian Pumper. Like, they're on the couch. Hey,
The one that shitted on herself.
yeah. And the funniest part of the scene is how it starts. Like, he come in, she's in lingerie, like, with her shit out. She light the candle. She start playing with her shit. This nigga, he starts playing with her shit. He jumps. He just zips his zipper down on his jeans and starts fucking. And she even looks like, nigga, you want to take your fucking... She says it like, you want to take your pants off, nigga? Like, that, he's like, with the wife beater, the boots, and the jeans on with his dick out, hitting her shit like... And that's how the scene starts. Like, she lights candles, sits on the couch. Just type in when y'all later tonight, something, Brian Pumper, something, and it even says something from VH1's Flavor of Love in the thing. And like, she was crazy because she was a little slimmer too, but she was still thick. But yeah, that whole shit
funny to
fest.
watch.
It's funny. The way that he just enters, he penetrates. That shit was hilarious. Cause the look on her face was like she was into it, like she thought he was doing some other shit, and he just started. That nigga just started fucking. She was like, "Hey, you don't take your hands off, nigga." Like, damn. That nigga Brian Humber's a strange one.
That's funny. Yeah, I didn't know y'all could just watch.
Yeah, well, what's the video?
If you type in my name, The Prince, but it's spelled like THAPRINCE. And on YouTube, after you type in The Prince, type in $. I got hella videos, but my newest one is King Prince. That's the one.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the channel. Go down.
Let me subscribe.
There you go. Or go to my actual channel.
Yeah, click on it. Yeah.
I think I just there you go. King Prince to the left. Stop Tripping is dope too, but that's the newest one.
Okay. All right. Before we play this,
All right.
You want to give the people a little background about the song?
Yeah.
How you put the song together and your experience.
Yeah, okay. So we was talking about the crown earlier. So right after I won this crown, I did like a photo shoot, and I was like, I need to just be on all my king shit, you know what I'm saying? And then just be looking like royalty and all that good shit. But the photo shoot came out so dope. We was like, man, this is King Prince like at its essence, you know what I'm saying? So that became the video, and then I had a song. I'd already recorded the song, but I didn't have a name for it yet. But I was like,
always be.
Yeah,
that's when you know it's some good shit.
Yeah,
like, I gotta put the
I was
right
like, that shit hard, but I don't know what to call it yet.
Yeah.
I just wrote it and I just killed that shit. But then so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call that song King Prince, and the video is gonna be everything that fucking photo shoot was. We brought about the same girls and like the whole
vibe, recreated the vibe.
Yeah, recreated the whole vibe, you know. And the experience is dope. I like to work with like some of the same people that I've always worked with. So that's Miss Dukes. Oh, my homegirl I was telling you about, Nina White. That's she's in it. Nene Cheeks. Cupcake was in it. Who else was in this one? Oh, and Kaz. Kaz is she's a Japanese singer. Okay. So we was able to incorporate.
Went international.
Yeah. So yeah, when you watch the video, it's gonna look like African royalty, and then we switch, and all the girls are different ethnicities. So it just looks like it's royalty, but it's like different types of areas and all that good shit. Like I said, international,
aka International P.
Hey, see, hey, you can put a P on that.
Hey, and that's pimp shit.
Yeah. Shout out to my nigga Slink.
Yeah, real
but
shit.
Yeah, I think that's a good introduction of it. So yeah, this is King Prince.
All right, here we go, y'all. Let's check him out.
Yeah.
Too raw.
King Prince. For the hood though. 90K. Blue Key. AE. Yeah. Left. King Prince, nigga, I don't do this shit for fun. I do it to get rich, nigga. If I ain't got it, then I gotta get it quick, nigga. Even if I
shout out Good Liquor. Hey, shit was fire. Finish my cup. Finish the bottle. Finish the cup.
Tricks, I never turn them. Burnt bridges, I burned them. I can't even say it was the money that turned them. Apply the pressure, niggas bend like elbow. Friendships tear apart like Velcro. They wanna give me 3 strikes like a shell toe. Can I be your baby daddy, bitch? Hell no. I'm about my business. I've been legit from beginning to the end, and it's a given. I'm sending swimming and women, but every day I repent and I admit it. If I did it, other people be pretending and faking. See, it's a different. If I can get it to spread it out on the table, I told her that my dick is the truth because it's painful. I run the north side of the street, stay in your lane, bro. All my niggas throwing up signs like they disabled. You already know the name, bitch. You know the game. I ain't never with the same bitch. And what you claim, everybody on that game shit. I assume everybody on the same shit. I'm on the yacht.
All the baddies got the baby hairs installed. Hey. They got the baby hairs installed.
Don't ever wanna say shit, then it's fuck you and everybody that you came with. I'm on a mission. I got the key and ignition. I'm venomous when I'm spitting, so every battle I'm winning. I got away with the women. I'm always smiling and grinning. On the low, I'm getting it in, but I wrap it up like a ribbon. It's a bunch of fucking fakes and bosses. They playing dead like a possum. They popping up with the gossip. You gotta watch them. Push you to the test when I barrel right to your chest and it's going right through your vest and a sniper right through your neck. It'll be a long day. Learn the hard way. You can meet me in the hallway. I'm taking off phase, nigga. Even on my off day, it ain't an off day. Fuck beef, got a side piece and an entree and they Bombay. Can't get a bitch in a whip and get it unzipping and stripping. I'm tipping and big sipping and while I'm dipping and you need to stop tripping cause you know I keep it pipping and my sauce running over my nigga. You know I'm dripping. Nigga, look, man, I'm a punchline and a hook, man. Stomp a nigga out in all black like the Foot Clan. Tryna get to India but not Westbrook, man. I can get you booked in the Brooks, not Brooklyn. Crunch time. Shout out to my niggas on the front line. Call me Big Meat, she gon' eat it like it's lunchtime. I got 4 bitches on their knees when I bust mine and bounce off everybody's face like the sun.
So deep, no shit.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that's Miko Taylor from One More Chance. Right there behind me, that's Miko Taylor.
I'm on the yacht, nigga. We ain't on the same shit. Your name is Toby, nigga, we ain't get the same whip. They wanna look, but don't ever wanna say shit. Then it's fuck you and everybody that you came with.
Hot shit.
Hey.
New shit.
That was dope.
I appreciate that.
I like that.
That flow, that delivery, the punchlines.
Yeah, I'm glad you picked that one up.
Yeah,
This was one of I got to perform two when we was at Pimps and King
Yeah,
Folk. So that was the second one. The first one was the West Coast joint. Stop Tripping.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to fuck with that one, we could watch that one too if you want.
Run that?
It was right next to that one. So Stop Tripping is produced by Cuddy Dre. I don't know if y'all heard that new song Sugar Cane with Sugar Free and Cocaine.
Yeah.
It's the same producer that did that one.
Okay.
Hey,
So
my
yeah, that's
boy
my
Wavy,
guy.
my boy Wavy right here, your producer in the live. He said you gassed that.
Hey, much appreciated. Hey, bro,
he
tap
said that's a
in.
fire visual too.
Tap in, man.
Super body tap.
All right, what was the name of this one?
It's right there. To the left?
Stop Tripping?
To the left, though. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yep. But then you about to see some of the same females. Like I said, I like to work with the same people. Oh, damn, I'm so stupid. Okay, so that logo just reminded me. So Hip Hop 101, that's the shirt that I got on right now. I'm co-owner of a hip hop card game. So if y'all wanted to get into like some battle rap shit, I have an actual like card game right now. And y'all could go to hiphop101game.com and then y'all can order the shit. Like it's already out.
Okay.
Yeah, I be forgetting like I got the fucking shirt on and everything, but it's like I got so many brands. It always be the good liquor and everybody be drinking it, so that be the shit. Like I be done promoted the fuck out of that because everybody be drinking that shit. But all right, so yeah, Stop Tripping. And this is different, so y'all could tell me the difference in the I'm seeing the two different songs and the flows and all that.
Yeah. Young Prince. Cuddy Dre. Ooh, yeah. I know what time it is. Yeah. All right. Baby. Look, it's that Northside nigga named Prince. If you rollin' in your whip, go ahead and bang it. Still be on 56 on a whole new tip. I ain't cuffin' no bitch, but I'm all about my grip. Don't trip. When you see the hoes all up on me, can't trust the homegirls. They be fucking on the homies. Niggas be hella phony, acting like you don't know me. Let you hold a couple dollars. I ain't even say you owe me. Shout out to all the people that show me their true colors. By the time you try to call me, I'ma probably have a new number. Wish you the best. I would never put a hex on you, bro. I see you in the club, you know I could've flexed on you. But it's enough liquor to go around. It's enough marijuana for everybody in town. It's enough bad bitches for everybody to have. Probably have the same ones that I have. Why you mad? Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. You need to stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping.
Spank hit the scene, chunking up the bar. Drunk as fuck, bad bitches twerking on the car. Say the wrong shit, you could die in this bitch. Got this shit jumping from the 5 to the 6. It's West Coast love, keep that shit mutual. You ain't begging shit, better keep that shit neutral. Fuck a nigga mean I gotta act now. Flex my whole life, check my background, back down. I ain't never gave a fuck, you can see it in my face. Win, lose, or draw, or murder was the case. Niggas say they love you, but they hella hate. Fucking with my nigga Prince, cause be trying to elevate. And if you fucking with my dogs, you can get a plate, crack a little spray, then penetrate. You know what it is, you know what it is. All my niggas, they be all about their biz. Niggas,
stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. You need to stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Look, the only thing better than sex is success. Take a look at my life, don't got any regrets. Worked for a paycheck, paid every single debt. When my life was a mess, still had to stay fresh. So be happy for another black man. Stop it. If we work together, we can help each other make it. Homie, I'm just saying, the enemy is Satan. Stop waking up mad, gang banging on bacon. I know you see me walking around with a big chain. Homie, I was wearing hand-me-downs in the 10th grade. Now I cop a white tee every time I get paid. Throw whatever out a stripper as long as the rent paid. It's enough money for everybody to ball. So get your shit together, stop tripping before you fall. And I know you getting sick of window shopping at the mall. Save up a couple dollars, you could probably have it all. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. You need to stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop tripping.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Feel free to critique the hell out of both videos. I know y'all niggas got
shit, honestly, that's a good thing. You can like switch up and have either any type of beat to where the other one was just like that speed, and that one was just like that classic. But it didn't sound old or dated. It sounded
West Coast. It sounded like some West Coast hip hop that we would hear on the radio.
Exactly, and like certain people try to get that, and it'd be like sound kind of that shit sounded like. It was current.
You got the Roger Troutman sound, all that. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what definitely sets it off. And
usually, Quick Beat only motherfucker that can like hit that like him and like Sugar Free or Cocaine, but Snoop have it. He rarely use it, but that's Quick Beat, the nigga, the master of that shit.
You don't hear it too much right now. You know?
Battle Cat, my bad, Battle Cat.
Of course,
yeah, Battle Cat, that nigga.
And I think that's very good for the culture.
Yeah,
because that's something that I think a lot of the artists out here are getting away from.
Yeah.
You know?
They starting to sound like everybody else.
But it's good to stay grounded to your LA roots, things like that, to where, you know, you can't forget the music you grew up on and things like
everybody
that.
Like on that Flint rap now shit. Like that's the new like the Flint flow. Like that's the new shit.
Everybody want to sound like who on the radio instead of like being themselves and getting themselves on the radio so they can be that one setting that trend. But if you don't have people creating their own art, then you know you're just gonna have a whole bunch of copycats running around.
Yeah,
and that's what I like about both songs, both videos. I see the creativity, I see the direction, and especially you telling that story before the first one. I was like, yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense. It's dope to have something different, something that's gonna stand out, something that's gonna represent you. You know, even that logo and that brand. I think it's all good.
I appreciate that. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Everybody, and see, I almost didn't even grab that beat when he sent it to me because I was like, that's just a classic West Coast thing, and I thought it was like dated or whatever.
Exactly.
But if you listen to the radio, everything is like being sampled from the 90s. Yeah, it's like that's all coming back. So it turned out to be so perfect, and everybody loves that.
They got Daz out here suing niggas because they redoing beats that he did. And it's like because that's the sound of being everything is being remade from like the late 90s. That whole West Coast
and like the early
takeover from 95, 6-ish.
The same way that our generation was taking 70s and 80s music and flipping it.
I'm just waiting for motherfucker to try to come with that wrong idea flip. Yeah, fucking badass. And man, somebody come with that, it's going to have to be. I don't think, shit like that I be hearing a lot of beats now and be like, damn, niggas redid this? Yeah. Like, come on. It's like weird, so I don't know. We'll see.
But that's what I tried to do. I tried to stay true to the culture and the origin, but also do some different shit that's just uniquely me, that don't sound like nobody else. Because, like, historically, it was the person who was different that became a star, and then everybody, like, tried to copy that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like what we really need is less people trying to... Because the concept is, like, okay, this is what's on the radio, so I'm gonna put out a song that lets y'all know I'm just as good as everybody that's on the radio. That's the concept. And then sometimes they put everybody in a category, like when Britney Spears came out, you had Christina Aguilera, Jessica Simpson. They put y'all all in that little
fucking and Mandy Moore.
Yeah, Mandy Moore, all of that. So that's why people do that. But ultimately, it's like you just need to be original. Yeah. But we coming so late in the game, like music has done so much, it's evolved so much.
Shit's changed so much. The industry, you got to think they don't like create artists, or they don't take artists and build them to break them no more. Like, you know how you break an artist, a DJ will get you and be like, this nigga can actually flow, this nigga got bars, or he can write. All right, I'm gonna make him some beats, or I'm gonna get a nigga I know that make beats for this nigga. We gonna get him into this and do that, and we gonna
I'll tell you how that ended.
It is like
when they came out with SoundCloud, YouTube, all that.
But
what happened was everybody was putting out their music, and the radio didn't determine who was popular anymore, because now that it's available to everybody, all you have to do is find your crowd. So no matter where your crowd is, you just find your crowd. If your crowd is in Japan, then now you got a crowd in Japan. Now you're about to make money in Japan.
Go to Japan and do shows.
A lot of niggas I knew
buying your record.
All you have to do now is
man,
find your
big
fan
shit
base.
Japan.
It don't matter what they play on the radio no more. I mean, it might be cool.
They say they have like a
it might
government
make you a little more
playlist.
popular, but
where they actually
it's the same thing with
it's
comedians.
like
They're not like you don't have to please everybody.
Yeah.
As long as you stay true to your own shit,
You
somebody's
know
gonna like what the fuck you put out.
And
And then as long as you just find all those people and put them all together, that's all it really takes.
As independent artists, you know, you just gotta pay attention to the numbers, the demographics, all of that.
He's absolutely right. When I promote my shit, they give you all your analytics. They love me in Dubai, in Egypt. So like
Prince.
So imagine
that too. Yeah.
Imagine going
That
down
too.
there, right?
That's
With
what I miss about
everything.
MySpace.
You got
though.
everything. You jump off the plane, you know, like just decked
With
out,
the little shit
and they
on
gonna
the
treat you
neck.
like that because they already see you as that.
Yep. And I am from America.
They
You know
gonna
what
be
I'm
like, he's a
saying?
prince from America.
Yeah. So
hey, that's like.
Ain't nobody else from over here going over there like that. You know?
That's
you
what
walking
I-
in with a whole mindset of
Facts.
like I'm coming here
Yeah.
to perform for the people that want to see me, that want to hear me because they already proved that by being my listeners, by being the people that's
Exactly.
buying the singles and things like that.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I miss about MySpace. They had that early. Like they would show you like where your listens and like you would see like they had a map and you would see each for the world.
Well, Spotify
and,
doesn't.
and it was
Spotify
like
doesn't do
the
that.
Bronx.
That's
Like
true.
right for my shit, it was weird. It was like Alaska, the Bronx, and like I forgot what part of Africa.
I was popping in the
And,
Philippines.
I would have niggas hit me up like, bro, like that song. I had like African niggas hitting me up, leaving me
Yeah.
messages. I was like, and this is like late to like 07-ish when MySpace was still somewhat of
true that, yeah.
But that was like dope how they had that because it kind of gave you more fuel and energy to like, damn, niggas in Alaska, like,
I didn't know
my shit in the
MySpace was
igloo,
on that.
nigga.
But
Like,
no,
yeah.
that was what I got when I did that shit on Instagram. People were leaving comments in Arabic and shit. I was like, yo, like people in other countries is like
throwing
really
a jihad
tapping
in the comment
They
section.
telling you that they
Yeah.
feeling it.
I'm like, that's what's up. So yeah, I gotta save up and go over there
All
That's real
right.
shit.
and
You,
make a song that.
you translate it, throw it to Google Translator, some scam shit. You like,
I am a Nigerian
kid.
king. I have a Nigerian cousin.
But yeah, man.
All right,
so-
Prince. Well, tell everybody where they can find you at again, how they can get in contact with you. Anybody want to tap in with some music, anything like this show? It's your
Okay.
time to get it up.
Any
Yeah,
shows
most
you got
def.
coming up?
And yeah, oh shit, yeah, okay. So before we get into the social media, yeah, I'm finna be in Vegas next week from the 9th to the 12th. I'm performing at the JMO Radio Award shows. I'm probably a little bit high, that's why I'm talking a little bit slow. Just take me a little bit,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit of time to get it out. But yeah, so the JMO Radio Award show, I'm performing, but I'm also nominated for like 4 awards out there. And there's a rap battle out there that shout out to Red Bang, she's gonna be in it, and they might like surprise slide me in there. And then there's like one more. Oh, also the interview with J-Mo, but she was a judge at one of my battles. You know what I'm saying? So I have a relationship with her. Like, you know what I'm saying?
dope.
So yeah, so that's what's coming up for me. And then like we were talking about earlier, more than likely I'm gonna drop a single, also produced by Cuddy Dre, featuring Kai 3. He's a Long Beach native as well, and that'll probably drop in January. I always like to drop something at the top of the year. And then we're going to do something for Valentine's Day. And probably the whole album or EP will be ready by my birthday, April 25th. So that's what I'm working on right now. That's what's coming up. And just, you know, trying to end the year strong. And again, as far as all the links, Hip Hop 101 is already out. Y'all can order that. Once again, that's hiphop101game.com. We were talking about battling. So just imagine, like, think about Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's like a rap battle. It's set up like a rap battle. So you got your MC, your break dancer, your DJ, graffiti artist, and it's your crew. So if you pull out your 10 cards, that's your crew, and this is my crew. So everybody's worth a certain amount of crowd points.
That's dope.
So you add up all the points from all the cards. Whoever got the most crowd points wins that round.
That's it.
That's dope. We might have to have you come back, and then we actually like.
Well, I brought the game. I was just drinking and y'all was smoking, so I missed some of the key points.
Lit,
yeah.
But I think that's a dope concept.
Yeah, so I
That's sick.
didn't really come up with it. My one of my producers, his name is Chris Childs or Chris One, and by me recording, like most of my album that's out right now, I recorded at his studio. And so he had the idea, but he's not a designer. So he's like, Prince, don't you design like most of your shit? And I'm like, yeah. And like my day job is I'm a graphic designer. I'm like, yeah, that's actually what I do. So he was like, would you want to take a crack at like designing some cards? I'm like, I'm pretty fucking sure I could, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just enough of a nerd. Like I played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm in the rap battle culture, so I'm like I know everything that it needs.
The basics of all of it. Yeah.
Everything. So it came together like dope as fuck. So yeah, y'all check that out. Maybe I'll leave some cards with y'all or sign some or something like that. Sure. I gotta do something for y'all. So that's the card game. Y'all had the good liquor.
Yes,
that's
sir.
Not on website. You gotta contact me direct. I drink it personally. So when I do my batch, like I have people. Shout out to I Cater LA, my homegirl Kwani. People buy the shit like wholesale from me and just sell it at events. So it's not very often that I just have merch or inventory just on deck. Yeah. And then I'll drink the shit myself. Like y'all better like buy the shit this week because everybody is asking about it, and usually they do. So I end up with like a few bottles left.
Little drops. So you're doing drops of it. Like.
Yeah, exactly. So I usually end up with like maybe 3 bottles just lingering, and then either I'll bring it like how I did for y'all, or I'm gonna just drink the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then just re-up like I always do. Okay. So that's the good liquor. And music, I'm on all platforms. So it's the Prince $, on Google, Spotify, iTunes, all of those platforms, and YouTube. Type in the $. But on social media, you can't do the $. So it's just the Prince THS altogether. That's Instagram, Twitter. I'm on TikTok now. And everything else. I'm literally on everything. Anything you really think of. I'm still on Reverb Nation and SoundCloud too.
Man, I got a Reverb Nation.
I'm sure I still got one. I don't really
I be booming on Reverb
Nation.
That
Piff. I was on that Piff. I had a mix.
Oh, that Piff.
Popping on that Piff.
Yeah, that's tight.
I like that shit. That shit was sick.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. But I'm gonna tap in and follow all of y'all, and we don't cross promote. I'm sure I'm gonna see this nigga again.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Try to be everywhere. I'll be out here now.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell how we met though.
Yeah, that shit was super cool. It was a good night.
And I wasn't even like on the card to perform. It was just like a last minute thing. It's my management, Blue Key. Shout out to Marcus Blue Key ENT. He has a relationship with Cammie Johnson, and she does PR and so many other things. And I was like trying to work with her so bad. I'm like, man, I need to meet her.
Like manifested it.
Yeah. So I got invited to the show that way, but I was just there to meet her, and I met her. And then it was last minute. Whoever they had scheduled to perform, they wasn't able to make it. So I get a tap on the shoulder like, yo, you going on right now. So I just got to do it.
That's the best, those are the best moments, and you killed it.
I appreciate. Yeah, everybody said I did good. Everybody loves the West Coast track, So it was just a huge opportunity, and I just love the way it came together. I gotta thank God for it.
That's super dope. Yeah.
Where they following you at, Tony?
Oh shit! At Tony E. Graham's Comedy. I still got my new IG. My other one's still down. It's weird because you can go on it and it's still there, but I can't see nothing on it. So I guess they got me restricted for a month or something, because it's been over 2 weeks.
IG jail.
Yeah.
Well, this is not your first offense.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna be 3 weeks to a month or something. So my new page is Tony Graham's Comedy. It's all one word. And shit, everything on there. I got to get more active. I just got 4. It looked like a fake Cash App page. Motherfuckers be like, "Is this you?" People I know in the comments and
you got to post more.
Yeah, I got.
You got a whole bunch of pictures that you could be posting.
I got to get it. I'm gonna get it.
Tony made me feel like I ain't doing my job. I'll give you all this content. You got all this content to put out.
I gotta upload it. I gotta
put it on the live.
I'm trying to bring it on because I wanted to save it for my regular page.
Hey, while we at it,
where
my motherfucking drops at?
I'm like, man,
that's gonna be your backup.
That's gonna be my backup page when they give me my
so you might as well have the content on there too.
Yeah, had a little double page.
Just post that shit again.
I'm like, nigga, I'm
Fuck
down.
That. Hey, say my drop right now.
I gotta learn this shit. I don't even know. I'm like, which one is it?
We'll take it from right here.
See, I gotta learn the words. It's a script. You gotta get a script right just so you can know how to say it. You put the flow into it. So
you need something to read off.
That's same shit. I got some shows coming up later December and mid-December, and other than the Sunset Rooftop every Monday, 6099, Sunset and Gower right above Roscoe's, and hosted by Stacy Taylor Sr., Dante Dupree, producer. And it's always me, all the homies, and you'll see a bunch of different people, comedians up there, all from all over LA, all over. And it's a dope spot. You can smoke 420 friendly, all that rooftop, open up. So it's pretty chill. DJ E Connect. And shit, that's where you can catch me usually. So.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Y'all can follow me at I am DJ Punch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the host Shaban Boo, baby. Follow the FMAD podcast at the FMAD podcast. Where they following you at, Cam?
Y'all can follow me at Coolazzcam. That's COOLAZZCAM.
Out.
make sure you follow Innovative Culture at innovative.culture. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our website at www.theinnovativeculture.com. If you need any services, if you'd like to start a podcast, if you're interested in being a guest on any of the podcasts in our network, tap in.
Cam over here doing church announcements and shit.
Yeah, I know.
Fish fry this Sunday. Fish fry after Sunday service.
All right, y'all, we out of here.
Peace.
For sure.